YouTube! So today I want to do something a little bit different for you guys. It's going to be a book haul, but rather than doing books that I bought at the bookstore or whatever, I'm going to talk to you today about indie books. There's this whole campaign going on called Indiebooksbeseen, and it's about helping promote indie books, books published by the authors themselves, people who just write their book and self-publish it, and I think that's great. It's scary sometimes because not all indie books are good. That's just a fact. There's a lot of indie books out there that probably aren't worth your time, but there are some really great ones, and the idea behind Indiebooksbeseen is to help get exposure to the ones that are really great. So I picked out a bunch of books really just sort of based on their descriptions and their covers, and I haven't read any of them yet, but I wanted to share them with you guys in case they look interesting to you, or if it just encourages you to go check out some indie books on your own. So this is called Cal Demore and the Timekeeper's Key. It's written by Samuel J. Vega. I've read a good chunk of it, actually. It's about this boy who goes to this crazy magical world, and he uses these keys to unlock magical powers, and everything in the world is a lot better than everything in his real life. You can get the ebook for $1.99, so if you want to check that out, I've put a link to where you can get it down below. And the guy who wrote it also watches my videos, so you guys already have something in common. The next book is one that I am really excited about. It's Rosehead by Kristina Ansky. This book, first of all, has a gorgeous cover, but second of all, the plot is that this 12-year-old girl goes to a family reunion that is probably going to be really dull and boring, and she's not excited about it at all. But there's this rose garden that surrounds her grandfather's Berlin mansion, and she finds out that the rose garden is carnivorous and wants to eat everybody. So I'm really pumped to read this one. The next one is Only Human by Maria Bradley. It's just a little short one. It's about a girl who lives in a world where vampires have taken over and sort of rule everything, but she's a human, so it's got you know, the idea of a vampire novel sort of twisted on its head. The Extraction List by Renee M. Mealand looks really cool. I really like the cover on this book. She lives in a world where there is a parental morality law. If you're being mistreated or abused at home, the government can take you away, which I guess is sort of just like Child Protective Services, but like more intense. And they take you to these government-run boarding schools, but that doesn't happen, and apparently the main character of this book ends up traveling with like a killer, and they end up working together or something. Okay, next up is I Kissed a Ghost by Robin Lee Morgan. This is about a girl who moves into her new home and it's haunted and all the kids think she's weird. But there's a ghost named George who lives in the house who takes her on all of these travels through the last 100 years of history or something like that. And the last one that I want to tell you guys about is The Keeper of the Wind by Mark Shaw. This is actually the guy who runs Indiebooksbeseen. It's a trio of high school students who find these 3 ancient artifacts and list them on eBay. After that, I'm not totally sure what happens, but it sounds like it's a journey of magic and friendship and trust and trickery and all sorts of cool things like that. So this one sounds like a lot of fun as well. So that's it for today. I just wanted to share with you guys some of these interesting sounding indie books and encourage you to go check some out yourself. The other thing that's cool about indie books is that they're usually a lot cheaper. You can usually get them in ebook form, so if you're looking for something to read but don't have a lot of money to spend on books, it can be a really fun way to try out some new stories that you wouldn't otherwise even know existed. Check out Indiebooksbeseen on Twitter. It's just the hashtag Indiebooksbeseen, and I'll be back with another video very soon. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.